Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Advance Wars Days of Ruin. Alright, let's go on with story mission 14. A Hero's Farewell. Does that mean we're going to lose a character this episode? Guess we'll find out. Oh, are we fighting their HQ already? That's quick. Never imagined I'd hear that name again. I thought he got his gunboat shot out from under him by an obelisk. And that was the end of him. Never realized he survived. So, in other words, it's an attack. Allying with Sigismundo was probably a mistake. Oh, interesting. So there's an airport under there? Oh no, there's an airport on the other side. I see it. Well, that clearly seems to be one we want to destroy. I don't know if we want to destroy these. Probably not. What on earth is this? Plasma. Okay, that we're probably going to want to destroy then. Why on earth are the meteor pieces emitting a plasma wall? Oops. Terms is what I wanted. Okay, it's the usual. So, we are facing the enemy commander himself, eh? Faster than I thought. But clearly we're going to get betrayed by Sigismundo and company, and maybe we'll end up teaming up with the remnants of the Zephyrian forces. By the way, do I have animations on? I do. Okay, only takes a couple of shots. Oh, that's a river. I thought maybe it was like a dirt road, but no, it's a river. Okay, that's why the motorbike can't cross it. Fair enough. Alright, we've got an enemy tank. Perhaps we should block it with our own tank. And then we'll counter with our heavy. Maybe he'll attack that guy, but if he does attack that guy, it means he's not attacking my tanks and stuff, so... I guess this motorbike is kind of trapped unless I can destroy these. Now, let's not ignore that there's naval operations going on as well. So the enemy's got a carrier, a battleship, a cruiser. We have a submarine and a cruiser. They definitely seem to have the better fleet. I think I probably want to submerge right now so that if they approach I can attack immediately from being dived next turn. Or submerged. This is anti-air. Does the enemy have an air force? Not yet. Well, they have a single attack helicopter. But they have an airport, so they'll be able to build stuff. Alright, how much damage would you do? 20%, not much. So we can start the process of destroying these. Or I can also... Alright, sorry. Having to double check this cruiser's range a lot. It's shorter than I expect it to be. You probably can't do anything. No, 1%. We have 9,000 credits, or whatever the unit of currency is. Is there anything I want to build right away? Missile boats seem pretty garbage because they only have one shot, so I'm not too impressed by them. Could get a tank. Could save up for a heavy tank. Maybe I'll do that. Oh, wow. This guy gets some soaring music. Oh yeah, I forgot. He looks like a film noir detective or something, more than a general. General Carter seems a heck of a lot more honorable than Sigismundo. Still can't help but feel that we're fighting for the wrong side here. So the enemy is not approaching. Alright, we'll get a little closer to them. Doesn't seem worth sacrificing my helicopter just to destroy or damage a bazooka, because his helicopter would counterattack, of course. But he doesn't really have any anti-air over here that I can see, so... Let's get my helicopters over there to wreck some stuff. So he's not coming to us, huh? Interesting fellow. I feel like just charging out there would be a mistake. Let's just advance so we're not quite in range of the medium. See if we can pull him and counterattack. I always forget how slow MLRS are. Or, excuse me, rockets. Alright, well... Shall I build a heavy tank? I think I shall. I do like my tanks. Oh, I forgot about that. That the battleship can move an indirect fire in the same turn. That everything about that went badly. That his battleship just happened to stop next to my submarine, so he knew where it was, without trying to move into its space and thereby losing its turn. Everything about that sucked. Everything. Oh well. Let's just do what we can. 5%. What a sad joke. 20% is better. Though still not great. Alright, well. Run with your tails tucked between your legs, I guess. Because you're useless now. You've taken too much damage. Alright, he's coming out to play. Probably should have fired with this first, as per usual. Don't know that sacrificing my chopper to his cruiser to do a little damage to the battleship was a good play. Probably not. I think it may be time to bust through here. This is kind of in the way. Just an impediment. Quite a bottleneck here with the river. You know what? Mobile workshop. Maybe I should actually use you as an APC. Ferry some more infantry to the front and do some capturing. I don't know what I'm going to do about this over here. Maybe build some bombers to take care of them. We'll see. Yeah, I really don't know about... Yeah, that was probably real dumb. Just nicking his battleship with my chopper, only to lose the chopper altogether. I think that was a pretty bad play. I can see a variety of things I'll do differently if I have to replay this mission. You're only at 2 HP. I mean, it's going to take so long to repair you. Easier to just build a new one. Oh, that's a carrier plane. I don't think I have much that can do anything about that. This can, but it just got pretty wrecked by his battleship. Hold up now. Okay, not in range of that. There. Let's see if we can snag that port. Maybe that'll do something for us. Now we can get this guy to the front a little more easily. So we're losing the naval battle, but the ground battle is going okay for now. Could get a bomber. I love my bombers. Or a fighter to help deal with the ship planes. Or, sorry, interceptor. Still using Reboot Camp terminology sometimes. Oh, there's a bridge here. Alright, well, if we can capture more stuff and eventually outproduce him, this is going to be a long, bloody battle either way, that much is clear. Well, I'm not building a new ship yet, so I might as well put this in the port. No reason to leave this here where the battleship can just destroy it. Well, it's not like it can really get away though, can it? No, it cannot. So I guess we'll just wait for death there in that city. Unfortunate. Expected. Also expected. Quite a back and forth at the moment. Okay, so we're going to be contested as we try to seize these cities. Alright, you're kind of in the way, but... Alright, I need you to help take care of the carrier planes. But just flying straight into their range obviously won't be a useful thing. So I guess we'll just have to sit right outside their range and hope that they come within it. Oh, that thing is going to be a pain, and I... Okay, we need to do something about these meteors to destroy the plasma wall. That is so odd. I could just gun for it. How much damage would you do? Only 21%. What about to this cruiser? 9. Can't get at the artillery because there's a guy in the way. There's really no great targets for this this tank here. Oh well, just get in there and start blowing stuff up, I guess. Do what you can. This definitely seems like overkill, but... There, now at least the heavy tank is inside the range of the rocket artillery. This heavy is so damaged it's not going to be useful, so it needs to pull back and repair, really. Try to advance our artillery. So now what? Is it worth my time to try hard to seize control of the skies? Interceptors and bombers are great, but they're so expensive. I feel like I don't yet have the resource production to make it worthwhile to focus on those. So maybe instead I'll get another heavy tank. Heavy tanks are great. They're relatively cheap for how good they are, it seems like. I think that's everything. Yeah. I'll probably send my submarine out once it's repaired back to 8 HP. Haha, I survived with a sliver of hit points. How does it feel, CPU? How does it feel? Maybe it wasn't a completely terrible decision dinging his battleship, because it's making it harder for his battleship to one-shot my stuff. Good. Now we can start trying to seize these cities. That's obviously going to be very advantageous for us if we can get to where we are outproducing our foe. Only 39%. What about you? 90, but probably damaging the enemy heavy is more important. Alright, the rocket is now sufficiently messed up to be fairly useless. Go back and repair, I guess. Where does carrier plane go? Here it is. It has left his transport heli vulnerable, so... it's not an optimal target, but it's something the interceptor can shoot down, so it will. And now we have a port. Well, we already have one, but now we have 2 ports. Now, if we give him enough targets, he'll have trouble destroying us all, at least. Don't want to get a regular tank. I also feel like an infantry rush might not be terrible. What is the range on this thing? Okay, so I think if I go here... yeah, I'm just out of it. Actually, you know what? Maybe what I really want is an artillery, aka mech gun. Because I want to blow up these meteor fragments that are very much in my way and causing me a lot of grief. And I think that's it for this turn. Not an impressive turn by any stretch, but... we're going to take very heavy casualties here at the front line. There's not much for it. Alright. Unfortunate. Those carrier planes are very versatile. They seem like a great unit. I need to sink his carrier. Which is obligingly coming forward to where my submarine can do a bunch of damage to it. That's... oh my god, that's a shoal. That is so annoying. Oh. And instead I have to attack the cruiser, and I wouldn't do squat to it. That's frustrating. Oh well, it is what it is. At least I can attack his carrier planes. There, good. That's useful. Retreat my artillery. Well, our initial attack has been completely repulsed, but that is not a surprise to me at all. I didn't expect it to really accomplish much. I'm just trying to keep pressure on him so he's having to defend against my attacks instead of attacking my position. Problem is, my stuff is all either destroyed or retreated for repairs, so... it's going to be tough to pressure him now, isn't it? He's in a good position to counterattack. Let's start moving our mech gun forward so that we can try to destroy these meteor fragments. Not quite close enough. I'm going to need to move this guy so that I can get there. And now I think another tank is probably not a bad idea. He has decisively won the naval battle. But if we can win the ground battle, that matters more. That battleship has been such a thorn in my side. Okay. He sacrificed his carrier planes, so that's good because the carrier planes were a bit of a pain. However, he just produced a new squadron. And I guess my submarine now has no choice but to attack his cruiser, even though I'm sure that's going to go poorly. But what else is it going to do? Alright, let's be cheeky and start capturing this. Then start trying to blow this up with this mech gun. Yeah, I should probably get first strike here. Or... well, let's see. Whatever I put here is going to get hit by this rocket artillery. Also, he just built his own interceptor. And his rocket artillery is sitting on a city, so it's just perpetually reloading. I desperately need to destroy one of those meteor fragments to take down the plasma wall so I can actually get at this thing. It is very well placed to be as much of a hassle as possible. It's in a good defensive position for sure. These guys are almost ready to send back into the fray. I could build another tank. Or an anti-air to help deal with all his planes that are buzzing around. Speaking of which, I can't get at that one. What can my interceptor do? I would love to sort of do some area denial of that carrier squadron, so... let's just hover here, so if it goes anywhere to the northeast, we can get first strike on it. And, do I want another tank? I would love rockets, but they're so expensive. It's so cramped here, I think artillery are going to be useful. Everything is just a huge choke point. So yeah, I think more artillery. Okay, being in port did not save my submarine. Cruisers are way better in this than... wait, what? I thought I was out of range of that. Well, clearly I wasn't. I thought I parked myself out of its range. Well, oh well, guess I just screwed that one up. Alright, this is not going well. Let's be clear about that. This is not going in our favor in any way. I've made a variety of silly mistakes, so there's a lot we can improve on if we fail and have to do this over again. Well, you've been rendered basically useless. You don't have much to do except try to run away, I guess. I'm sure he'll follow you and shoot you down. What can you accomplish here? 32%'s not bad. The difference between regular tanks and heavies is not as pronounced in this as it was in Reboot Camp. At least it sure doesn't seem like it to me. I guess you don't have much else you can do, really, so might as well do some damage to this heavy. Not bad. Alright, yeah, you know what? Let's get an anti-air. Try getting some cheap ground-based stuff for shooting down all his aircraft buzzing around everywhere. Maybe I'll get some missiles next turn. Kind of feel like I need to try to keep up the pressure here in this ground battle. And again, it's so congested. Such a choke point. I think more artillery is not a bad idea. I should have had my interceptor run away where I was going to purchase the anti-air, but I didn't realize ahead of time that I was going to buy that anti-air. So I didn't coordinate that well. Looks like he didn't... Looks like he chose not to shoot me down anyway. Maybe it is in range of my anti-air, even though I didn't plan it that way. It doesn't really look like it, though. Oh, we're contacting General Carter. For a Laurentian. That's a long battle. We definitely should be fighting on Carter's side and not for this jerkwad Sigismundo. Well, amazingly enough, he actually allowed my interceptor to retreat. It can start very slowly repairing. Alright, the ground battle isn't going entirely against us. Too bad we didn't one-shot that. And it's inside the minimum range of our rockets. Yeah, this is why I want so much artillery. Because it's hard to get the direct fire forces into where they can actually attack. Oh, his battleship is retreating because it's out of ammo. That's useful. Alright, speaking of anti-air, what do you think now? Alright, alright. We're not just giving it to him, we're putting up a fight. Casualties heavy on both sides. A bloody battle. He is just dominating that southwestern part of the map. But there's no infantry, so it's not like he can capture my HQ. That's what matters. So there's not really much for him to do down there. Except just sit there and flex. He can do that all he wants. Finally, that is huge. Oh, you are irritating. Punch through, man. Okay, this is good. Ha, look at his aircraft running away like wusses. I'm running low on infantry. I kind of want them so I can keep capturing. There. That's ballsy, leading the way with an artillery, but who knows? Maybe that will end up being a good play. We'll see. Alright, I'm not just going to... Oh, submarines with 20,000. I was going to build one, but I can't afford it, so never mind. Do I want anything else? This factory is so far back, it's not super useful. Although, could just get more anti-air. Alright, now I'm glad I brought that artillery so far forward because it can hit his rocket and at least do some damage to the dang thing. Now it will repair since it's sitting on a city, but at least we have finally damaged it. Boy, that is quite the defensive line he has. He's just blocking the way with bodies, which isn't a bad strategy. I have to waste attacks on these worthless units to try to get at the powerful ones. Well, time for you to retreat again. There. If I just charge with all my artillery, he can't destroy all of them. There we go. Cornering his planes. And I feel like a submarine to try to sink his battleship might be useful too. Or I could just reinforce my ground army, my land army, and try to keep pushing forward here. Decisions, decisions. It's a tough call. Do I contest the sea more heavily? Because right now he just has the run of the water. But honestly, I think winning the ground battle is more important. Let's get another heavy tank. Well, this is quite the epic battle, isn't it? I'm definitely enjoying this map. Brutal, bloody fighting. He is still protecting that rocket artillery like crazy, but it is in range of this artillery. Still. Good. %. That's not great. Still drives me nuts how in Advance Wars you can block ground units with air units. It's so nonsensical. I just need to punch through to that dang rocket artillery and finally kill it. Actually, what am I doing? This guy might be able to finish it. Yeah, I should have just done that. Oh well. It's not like I am displeased with the other actions I took anyway. There's a lot of cities up here we could capture. I'll need more infantry to make that happen. Alright, in order to run from my cruiser, he had to put this carrier plane to where my AA can get at it. Weird battle going on here in the southwest corner. Let's get first strike. Ah, we can't, of course. Oh well, we have him cornered down here. His ships and planes are kind of useless just sitting there, so... kind of feel like building 2 AAs was maybe a bit of a waste of money, but what can you do? Too late now. I am tempted to get that submarine and try to sink his battleship. I'm also tempted to build a bomber or something as soon as I move this interceptor off here next turn. Decisions, decisions. Alright, you know what? We're going to go for the sub. I don't know if that's a good decision, but it's a decision I'm going with. The tide is turning, I think. Okay, yeah, I'm already starting to think the submarine was a good call. Now that his battleship is repaired and reloaded, we're going to need to do something about it. Oh, his ship's coming out to play. Alright, all of a sudden things are looking grim for our ground forces. It was looking good, now it's not. Hey there, you want to come out to play? Geez, they only do 28% damage to each other. Not impressive. I guess I'll... Well, let's see. Safe to move to this corner or anywhere on that diagonal line. I probably want to dive anyway. Oh wait, I'm already submerged apparently. Okay, I guess I'm fine with that. I think rather than overextending ourselves, we might want to pull back a little and consolidate our position here. Sure, might as well fire at that, why not? We don't have anything else to do. Alright, our interceptor is ready to come back out to play. It's still kind of a congested mess even now. Maybe another mech gun. It's just, it tempts me to build artillery when things are so bottlenecked. You know, I have a feeling this battle could continue for quite a while yet. And this video is becoming quite long, so I think this might end up being our first two-parter of Days of Ruin. So I think I'm going to call it there, and we'll see if we can bring this epic conflict to a conclusion next time. I'll see you then.